Hello everyone and welcome. We're sad that we can't meet you face to face on the show floor at glasstec this year, but we hope to reconnect with you next year in June 2021. We're very thankful that you could, however, connect with Sputtering Components virtually through this virtual exhibition we have today. My name is Sarah Williams. I'm the Senior Applications Engineer here at Sputtering Components. I've had this position for 2 years. And prior to that, I was the North American Sales Manager, and I've been with Sputtering Components for almost 9 years now. SCI was formed in 2001. We have a 30,000 square foot facility here and approximately 50 employees. We were acquired by the Buehler Group in 2018, but we continue to operate as an independent business unit. In this video, we'll show you some of our product offerings, M-blocks, lids, magnet bars, and we look forward to fielding your questions and working together. Okay, we'll take a look at our M-block range now. We have internally mounted and externally mounted M-blocks. For the internal mounts that we'll go through first, this is our SC M-block, and it's the largest M-block, or that has the highest power rating. We have 5 models within the internal M-block product range, and they range from between 20 to 200 kilowatts. And then this would be one of our external M-blocks. This is the MM, and it would be rated up to 100 kilowatts, but again, we have the whole range from 20 to 200 kilowatts. They all have common internal parts. They are all single-sided M-blocks, which means the water, power and everything is on the one end, and you would just have a simple outboard support on the other end. Or with the externally mounted M-blocks, you can also have cantilevered targets depending on the target length. It's a simple, effective, reliable design that requires very little maintenance. Here we've got our TC M-block. This is actually our only double-ended M-block, and it's used most commonly to replace a planer, or in R&D systems to replace planers. You have the drive on the one side and the power and water on the other side. So this, as I mentioned, can be a simple replacement for a planer cathode. Our M-blocks were mostly designed to take a 125mm ID target when we look at the target size, and we have 2 models that were designed for an 80mm ID target. In terms of the other notable features of our M-blocks, we should mention that they have dual lip vacuum and water seals, which are highly reliable, a brushless power transfer, again for reliability, heavy duty bearings, and also a robust, reliable inverter duty motor and belt drive. There's very little maintenance required. As I said, a seal change takes around 30 minutes, a belt change about an hour and a half, bearings maybe 2 hours. But most of these things, apart from the seals, you wouldn't have to replace within 5 to 10 years. So the seals are replaced every 2 years commonly. Okay, that's our brief overview of M-blocks, and now we'll move on to magnet bars. Okay, now we'll take a look at SCI's magnet bars and the advanced magnetics. We have 3 basic models of magnet bars: the TRM, the MQRM and the QRM. TRM stands for tri-row magnets, and QRM stands for quadrow magnets. The QRM and the MQRM have patented turnarounds for higher utilization and uniformity. The 3 different magnet bars can be used for different target thicknesses. So the TRM, which has our narrowest deposition profile, and turnarounds that can be replaced whether you want a weak turnaround or a strong turnaround, and they're used for targets up to 160 millimeters for most materials. For the MQRM is used when maybe higher utilization is more of a concern, and you can use them with targets up to 170 millimeters OD. For the QRM, it's our strongest magnet bar, and it's used when you want more process stability, and for TCO applications or electrical grade applications, and where a higher angle sputtering can be tolerated in your process. And the target thickness there is around 180 millimeters. This would be the maximum target thickness. All the magnet bars are designed using finite element software, and they're categorized when they're built. The magnets are categorized according to Gauss level, and then the magnet bars are factory calibrated using an automatic magnetic measurement tool. You can see here on this magnet bar the rollers. This is just a small magnet bar here with the adjustment points along the length, and it has dual precise multi-rollers that allow the magnet bar to be used for either sputter up, sputter down, or off angle. I mentioned the adjustment points. So here it's a fine thread adjustment, and you just use a dial caliper to adjust the magnet pack up and down depending on what you want for your process to tune the uniformity. And the magnets here, you can see, are fully encapsulated, and the pole piece is fully machined for many years of trouble-free operation. Okay, now I'm going to introduce you to our Rambar, which is our remotely adjustable magnet bar. With this magnet bar, you can fine-tune the distance between the magnetics and the target surface. We've had this product in the field for over 5 years, and it's available in lengths between 1 meter and up to 4 meters, mainly used in the architectural glass industry, since you can get precise uniformity and therefore constant impedance, reducing the process drift and stabilizing the deposition rate over your target lifetime. So it's, as the name suggests, remotely adjustable. It's all the adjustments are done outside of the system. So that eliminates eliminates downtime and any costly machine shutdowns that you might have to do usually if you want to adjust the magnet bar. All the adjustments are done while the system is under vacuum. So it's compatible with all of our M blocks and magnet bars, all of the M blocks that take a 125mm ID target. And the magnet pack here can be any of the magnet packs that I've mentioned before. The TRM, the MQRM, or the QRM can be attached to the Rambar. In terms of adjustment, so it has 4mm of vertical adjustment between locations, and that means that we can get really precise uniformities of less than ±1%, which is important in the glass coating industry. They have lithium-ion standard battery packs, standard rechargeable battery packs that are in sealed compartments, and they're easily replaceable. In terms of communication, the Rambar has the communication is by a robust Ethernet gateway, and the control is by fiber optics. We have the end support is modified and can take the fiber optic cable for control. So you can control many of these magnet bars, well, one or many through your Coater PLC, or we can offer a dedicated computer for the Rambar control too. The software that comes with the Rambar is really easy to use, and it's customizable according to your requirements. Okay, now we're going to go out to our shop floor and take a look at some of our process lids. Okay, we're out on our shop floor and we're going to take a look at one of our smallest lids that we've built recently. This lid is for an R&D lab coater in an architectural glass application. They're going to be looking at layer stack qualification. We make lids in all sizes, and as I said, this is a small lid. The target on here is around 1/2 meter long, and we make lids with targets up to 4 meters long. This has our newest CC end block, CC80. It takes an 80mm ID target. You can see it here is one side we've got the dark space shield on, and the other side we've removed the dark space shield so you can see the target flange and where it connects with the magnet bar. You can see a 3-zone gas distribution down the center here, and this M block is rated up to 20 kilowatts DC operation. Also, it could be 80 kilohertz AC operation. So that's our small lid, and now we'll go over to look at our big lid for larger applications. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at one of our larger lids for architectural glass applications. We make these lids up to 4 meters long. They can be digital or analog, whichever you prefer, horizontally or vertically mounted. Obviously for architectural glass applications with the size, they're usually horizontally mounted. We can do either the complete lid system with all of the components on, or customized, so we can do it with as many or a few components as you require. For customers, that would be for a new system. If you want to add additional lids to your system, then we match all the electrical and mechanical interfaces. They just use our M blocks. For retrofits, If you've got an existing coater with a lid on and you want to replace the end blocks in that coater, we'll replace them with our end blocks. You can use your existing magnet bars. Our end blocks are compatible with your existing magnet bars and compatible with the existing control system. So in the end, it will be a plug-and-play system, and we can provide as much or as little help as you need. In terms of maintenance, the maintenance is on your schedule, in your factory, with your own resources. You don't need to send any end blocks back or any equipment back. You can do it all in-house, and we can provide the training for that and videos, etc. So again, we'll provide as much or as little help as you need. We have the lowest cost of ownership in the industry. To date, we've saved our customers over $15 million. We've got over 300 lids out in the field with over 5,000 end blocks, so primarily in large area glass. So you know you've made the right choice when you pick SCI. Just ask our competitors if they've ever had to replace a SCI end block, and I think you'll find the answer is no. Thank you for watching our video today. We hope you enjoyed learning about our product offerings. We look forward to the day once again when, hopefully not in the too distant future, we can meet face to face. But until then, be safe and be well, and thanks again.